Hey, somebody needs to deodorize the room. You have? Excellent. Good morning, afternoon, or evening. You are listening to The Professional Noticer. Hello, everyone. I'm Andy Andrews. Hey, thank you for making me a part of your week. My purpose here today and with every show we do is to play the part of a best friend or a coach. I want to help you live the life of your wildest dreams by giving you access to the greatest mentors the world has to offer today. This week, The Professional Noticer is sponsored by wisdomharbor.com. Today, families and school systems all over America are finding wisdomharbor.com's one-of-a-kind streaming service to be the perfect, low-cost, high-quality educational tool for their students. Wisdom Harbor's stated responsibility is to create the next greatest generation, starting with your hometown and your school system. For less than $3 a month per teacher, classrooms have access to original content only found on wisdomharbor.com that teaches, entertains, and builds character in young people while creating conversations between young people and the adults in their community. Utilizing video, audio, and the written word, content is delivered in small bites by Grammy winners, CEOs, comedians, chefs, best-selling authors, and Hall of Fame speakers. There are even guitar lessons from an award-winning songwriter. Check it out today and join your friends and neighbors who are already a part of wisdomharbor.com. And isn't it time your schools got involved? Wisdomharbor.com, creating America's next greatest generation, starting with your hometown. Observations and answers, that's what we do here on The Professional Noticer. As you know, we love it when somebody comes to the table with both. But today we ain't got anybody at the table. It's just me. So I'm going to have to come up with some observations and answers. And I think we'll do the answers first and then the observations. I think because I've got some answers for graduates, for the recent graduates, whether this is, I guess, college or high school, but this is just for your graduates. And I call this my dirty dozen. It's life information for graduates. And then we'll go into an observation phase and do some observations for parents of small children. Okay, but first, a message to the graduates. This is the dirty dozen life information for the recently graduated. Number one, as you grow older, life gets harder. Life isn't easy. Come to grips with that fact now so that you're not confused. When you hit tough spots in life, it's not bad luck. Neither is there anything unusual happening. Learning to navigate the rough patches in your life is normal for a mature person. Number two, you will not leave school and continue to live the lifestyle of your parents. You will likely not earn $10,000 a month once you leave home. The lifestyle your parents have provided you took them years, decades even, to earn enough to afford the house they live in and the cars they want to drive. You will not have that situation immediately. So be happy that you live in a country that allows you to think and work to earn the lifestyle you really want. Number three, if you think your teachers, coaches, and parents are sometimes harsh or unyielding, wait until you have a boss. Your boss will not accept excuses or ever feel sorry for you. Number four, shining shoes, starting a business of garbage cans to the road and back twice a week is not beneath your social standing. Neither is working while on summer or Christmas break. Learn to identify that kind of activity like your grandparents did. They called it opportunity. Number five, when you fail, no matter how many times or however many ways, it will not be your parents' fault. Neither will it be your boss's fault or the fault of a friend or coworker. Whining about failure is unseemly and it's annoying to everyone around you. Accept responsibility, learn from your failure, and get back to work. Number 6, Before you were born, your parents weren't as aggravating as they are now. They only got that way by paying for everything you wear, everything you eat, washing your clothes, serving as your chauffeur, and literally financing every single thing you have done your entire life. So with that in mind, keep your eyes from rolling. Don't mutter under your breath or call your parents ridiculous. So before pointing out your parents' mistakes, during the time you still have left at home, how about just cleaning your room? Number 7, school and the sports leagues offered in your community may have blurred the line between winners and losers, but real life is not like that. Unlike some schools, in real life, you don't have as many chances as you need to get it right. Neither do you have as much time as you want to finish a product. In real life, if you're consistently late with your work, or consistently wrong with your conclusions, or even wear a bad attitude on your face, you will be fired. Do quality work with a smile on your face, and you'll have more opportunities to love your life. Number 8, now that you are out of school and soon to be away from your parents, there's something you need to know. There is no longer anyone around who is concerned about your self-esteem. From this moment forward, you'll have to do something useful or valuable before you actually feel good about yourself. Number 9, your life will no longer be divided into semesters. You won't have summers off. Neither will you have a 2-week break for Christmas or a week for Thanksgiving. There is no employment you can secure that guarantees a spring break so that you can celebrate the weather getting warm in an awesome location. If you do manage a week off now and again, you will not travel on your parents' money. Number 10, television and movies do not portray real life. In real life, people don't go to bars or clubs every night. They don't eat out as often. And you'll know this to be true if you've ever seen a movie star in an airport. In real life, they don't even look that great. Famous singers, same way. Hey, Bruce Springsteen is 75, Mick Jagger's 81, and Willie Nelson's 92. And they're all about as cool as your parents. Number 11, do not compare your life to the thousands of friends you have on social media. Remember, they're only posting the great things about themselves. Number 12, finally, a tip for all the A students out there. It's this: be nice to all those students who struggled to get C's. You know, the ones you think are kind of losers. Be nice now, because statistics say that in the future, you'll probably be working for one of them. That's the Dirty Dozen for recently graduated people. And now, life hacks for the parents of small children. I am not saying I ever did any of these. And I will admit that these are probably from a guy's point of view. They're probably from a husband, the daddy's point of view. Okay? Because after all, that's the only point of view I have. And again, while I think most of these are great ideas, I'm not saying I did any of them. Here we go. You ready? Ensure your kids won't bother you by telling them you're going to take a nap and telling them to wake you up in an hour so we can start cleaning the house. They will do anything to avoid waking you. Tell your kid that they snore in their sleep all the time. That way you'll know if they're pretending to sleep because they'll fake snore. Parents of young kids, now this is a good one. Again, I can't say for sure that I ever did this, but I would suggest keeping a stash of dead batteries with your good batteries. Okay, so, one of these annoying toys, when the batteries go dead, take your kid and take the toy and replace the batteries in front of the kid with the dead batteries. And you say, "Oh, I'm sorry, honey, but I just replaced the batteries, but I guess this toy just doesn't work anymore." All right. When your children are young, tell them that when they tell a story, when they lie, when they fib, that a vein pops up in the middle of their forehead. It just pops up right there. And that's how I can tell that you're not telling me the truth. Then, when they are lying to you, they will subconsciously cover their forehead with their hand, and you'll instantly be aware of their dishonesty. As the parent of a baby, as a dad, smell the baby's diaper. If you don't smell poop, say, "Whoo, somebody has a dirty diaper," then take them in the other room and pretend to change them. Then, the next time they have a dirty diaper, you tell your spouse, "It's your turn. I changed them last time." Okay. You can occupy small children for hours by hiding 4 pieces of candy in their bedroom and telling them you have hidden 5. Now, here's one I don't really recommend, but I think it's funny, so we're going to include it. You can prepare your kids for social media by when they come home from kindergarten or first or second grade, put their artwork on the refrigerator and then use Post-it notes to write a bunch of mean comments underneath it about how lousy it is and how ugly it is. It'll prepare them for social media. You got some rowdy kids who want to play? Okay, tell them that you're going to play a high-level game of hide and seek and that you will be it. The high-level rules are that once you are hidden, no matter how long it takes me, you have to stay hidden until I find you. Then, once you've finished your countdown, don't go anywhere. Just lay down in your recliner and take a nap. Here is a great one. You need to teach your kids that the ice cream truck only plays music when it is out of ice cream. This will make your life so much easier. Trust me. Tell your kid that if he or she doesn't brush their teeth well enough, they're going to fall out. Then when they start to lose their baby teeth, tell them they didn't do a good enough job. This way, they'll brush their adult teeth really well. Now, here is my final parenting hack. And this is a great one. It's just, this is genius, I have to say. If you have a newborn baby, as your baby's getting a little older, teach it to say the other parent's name first. Now, this is really for a dad, okay? So teach that baby to say, "Mama, mama, mama." Say mama and do it all the time. Do it all the time. So the first words are mama. Then whenever your child is upset or needs something, they'll call for mama, not you. Saves you a lot of hassle, especially at night. And as a bonus, You'll probably seem very loving and generous for teaching your child your spouse's name instead of your own. And many people want their name to be baby's first word, and they actively try to teach theirs first. So you teach your wife's first, you'll get a lot of credit for it, and it'll work out well for you in the middle of the night. I'm Andy Andrews, the professional noticer, harnessing common sense and wisdom to plow through challenges all the way to an answer for you. And I think that'll do it for this week. Get us out of here, Matthew. So, ladies and gentlemen, and to the boys and girls who aspire to become ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the end of another episode of The Professional Noticer. In a world where common sense has become a superpower, I'm harnessing that tiny bit of mental energy I have for you, seeking wisdom, making observations, and endeavoring to answer tough questions in a way that will empower your family and your business. I'm Andy Andrews. Until next week, goodbye. This episode of The Professional Noticer was produced by Matt Limpert. The Noticer theme written and performed by Sugarcane Jane. Rotary dial wall phones for the cast and crew provided by Twinkle and Smoke of Beverly Hills. Additional financial consideration provided by the Gordon Mote Umpire Academy. Ever been to a middle or high school ball game? If your answer is yes, you are likely to have watched as the game came unglued because of a bad umpire. Do these umpires receive any training? Do they know the difference in balls and strikes, safe and out? Maybe not. Well, it's Gordon Mote to the rescue. You can easily find Gordon on YouTube. He is the blind keyboard player on more than 100 number one hit songs. But for a long time, his real passion has been baseball. Recently, while enjoying a game on radio, Gordon realized he might just be able to see better than many of today's umpires. Thus, the Gordon Mote Umpire Academy was born. Gordon will begin classes soon, so direct any umpires you know to our website, thegordonmoteumpireacademy.com. That's the Gordon Mote Umpire Academy, where at last the blind are leading the blind.